Hey everyone, my name is Chanel, aka your Excel Guru, and today I am back with another video specific for Workday Worksheet users. So in this video, you will learn how to use a helper column to filter your pivot tables in Workday by the value in a specific cell. What do I mean? So as you can see, columns A through N are my raw data. What I've added to this raw data is a helper column in column O. What this column does is it checks the value of a specific cell that I've asked it to look at to determine whether it matches the value that is in this plant column. So what I'm asking it to do is confirm true or false whether the value in the plant location, which is G, column G, matches my reference cell. So again, in Workday Worksheets, you want to go ahead and add your helper column. You want to type in the formula, and then you want to go ahead and create your pivot table. I'm pretty sure you guys know that to create your pivot table, you just select a cell within the data set. You go to your Insert tab, and you go ahead and select Pivot Table. I've already done that here, so we'll take a look. Here is a pivot table that I built out. This pivot table looks at incident type, gender, age group, and sum of the accident costs. So let me backtrack really quick. This data set that I pulled offline is just a sample data set that is looking at employee injuries by gender, incident type, age group, and location. Here, as I mentioned, you're going to go ahead and use the location to filter your pivot table. Now, in Workday Worksheets, you are linked to live data. So while in my example or demonstration, this will not automatically update, in Workday Worksheets, it will automatically update whenever this option is changed. What do I mean? So Workday Worksheets, you're going to have your reference cell. In this example, I've created a drop-down menu that has all the states where there are plant locations, okay? So in Workday Worksheets, you can do the same using data validation. As you can see here, a sheet that I would typically have hidden for end users. But what you see here are my plant locations, okay? And this is what that drop-down menu is referencing. I'm gonna navigate back to my pivot tab. And now that we're back here, we're gonna go ahead and show the example. So right now, as you can see, this is filtered to show the injury costs and other details for the state of California. What I did here is on my true false filter, I have deselected false, and this is only showing items where there are true matches. And this is exactly how you want to build it out in Workday Worksheets. I'm going to go for my drop-down menu, and let's take a look at Iowa. Let's say someone wanted to know the sum of the injury costs for workman comp's injuries reported for their Iowa plant. I'm going to go ahead over to Pivot Table Analyze and hit refresh. And you can see it updated and is showing me the cost of injuries in Iowa. Now again, whenever this drop-down menu changes in Workday Worksheets, because it is attached to live data, your pivot table will automatically update. So let's just show you that again. Let's go to Alabama. I'm going to go ahead and select Alabama. I'm going to go ahead and select within my pivot table for demonstration purposes. I'm going to hit refresh. So it looks like the cost of the injuries in our Iowa plant total $70,710. And there you go. That is a workaround of how you can use a helper column to filter the data within your pivot table in Workday Worksheets. See you next time.